Hello everyone, welcome to this short tutorial about how to use Moodle. So we are going to talk about Moodle in the teacher's role. Let's go to the home screen of the Moodle. So this is the home screen. I assume that you all have a Moodle account and have a teacher's privilege. The Moodle admin should have already created one course for you. So let's click on My Courses. This will give a list of courses that your Moodle admin has already created for you. Let's start designing one course. So here are the two courses and we can see the same list here also. Now let's edit this ET in DS course. You can see that this course already has some configurations. For example, there is a course name, Introduction to Data Structures. There is a course abbreviation, ET in DS. And you can see a number of weeks defined for this course. So here we have 1 2 3 4 around 8 weeks of course is already defined here, but there are no resources and no description of the course. So let's start editing this course. One of the most important thing is that before starting editing anything, you need to turn editing on. So turning editing on can be done by this button, or you can also go to this administration block and turn editing on from here. So let's turn editing on by clicking it. So you can see the status of editing. It is showing that it has been turned on. Now this administration block is one of the most important area in the Moodle interface. This will provide you access to all the configuration options. Now click on the edit settings. Now you can edit the basic informations of your courses. Let's add course summary here. So the course name initially defined was Introduction to Data Structures. Now I am changing it to Introduction to Data Structures and algorithms. Let's change the short name also from ET in DS to DSA, Data Structures and Algorithms. We can keep this starting date as 15th October 2014, and the course ID defined by the university or the institution that we are teaching in is CS213. Now let's change this course summary. Okay, so this option is about course summary files. If you want to add any files to describe this course summary further, then you can add those files by clicking here and browsing through the files. There are other configuration options. You can define a course format. So here the format is weekly format, and the number of sections, that means in a weekly format one section is 1 week. So number of sections defined here is 8 weeks. So let's make it 3 weeks. Now there are other configurations regarding appearance, files and uploads, completion tracking. So there are a lot of options, and one of the option is about role renaming. Suppose you have defined any teaching assistants, so you can also call all non-editing teachers as teaching assistants. After editing all the informations and configurations, you can click Save Changes here. Now you can see that the name of the course has changed. Previously it was Introduction to Data Structures, now it is showing Introduction to Data Structures and Algorithms. The course abbreviation has now changed. Initially it was ET in DS, now it is DSA. You can also see that the course is now showing the list of 3 weeks. Previously it was showing the list of 8 weeks. It is done because we edited this information about course format we changed the number of sections from 8 weeks to 3 weeks. That's why it is showing 3 weeks only here. Now let's add the resources for the first week. Turn editing on. Okay, it is already on. Click on add an activity or resources. We are clicking here for adding activity and resources. This shows a dialog box. Right side of the dialog box contains the list of several activities and resource types, and at the right hand side you would see the descriptions of the items. Suppose we are clicking on the database, it is showing what is database, all the description about the database, what is a survey, what is a book, what is a file. This will help you in understanding the functionalities of different components here. In this tutorial we would see basic item types and basic components. Now let's add one resource in our course. We will click this file component and we'll add by clicking add here. Now we want to add the first PowerPoint presentation of our course. So now define the name. The name is introduction. The description is introduction, and let's add the file by clicking here. Choose the file from your computer's storage. Now I want to add this introduction file here. I'm opening the file. I'm saving it as introduction lecture 1. Okay, the original author of the uploaded file is Professor Sridhar Iyer, so I am changing the name to Sridhar Iyer, and I am now uploading the file. Now I can click on save and return to the course. Now we can see that our file is being uploaded, but there is a mistake. I wanted to upload this file in the week 1 slot and it has been uploaded in a general slot. So I will follow the same step to upload the file in the week 1 slot. I'll add one file here. I'll write lecture 1 introduction. The description is introduction, and the file uploaded is the same introduction file. Save as. And upload this file. Save and return to the courses. So I have followed the same steps by clicking add an activity in this week's slot, adding one file, configuring the names and details of the same file, and finally I have added the same file into the week 1 slot. Now how to delete the existing resources from any of these slots. So just we have to click edit and delete button here, and then we have to click on OK, then it will be deleted. Okay, so we have added the resource for the first week. Now let's add the resources for other weeks. Now we have added all the lecture resources for the 3 weeks. Now let's see how to add any homework or assignment. We have designed assignment for the week 2, so let's add one assignment in the week 2. Add an activity or resources. Here you can see one assignment option. Click add to add the assignment. We can name the assignment as assignment 1 stacks and queues. The description has to be very detailed one. I have already created the description, so we will be copying all the descriptions from this file. So now we have entered all the description. Here we can change the submission deadlines. So here is a starting date for the submission. Here is the deadline for the submission. Other options and configurations are about submission types. Submission types is online text or file submissions. So if we do not want file submissions, In this case we want online text, and maximum number of upload files is not applicable here because we want online text submission. Now let's save and return to the course. Let's see how our assignment looks. So here you can see that the assignment 1 stack and queues has been added to the week 2 slot. If you click on the assignment, you can see the description here. Here is the grading summary, and here's the submission status. Okay, so after students have submitted all their assignments, you can click on view grade all submissions. You will find different options here through which you can grade all the submissions on the Moodle itself. Let's go back to the my courses. Let's click our courses. So with this we have finished a small tutorial of how to use Moodle interface as a teacher. You can go to the administration block and you can see a lot of options that you can explore, and you can engineer a lot of innovative ways to teach using Moodle. I hope that this will help you in exploring the Moodle interface further. Thank you. I am Shitanshu Mishra. For any queries, you can email at shitanshu.iitb@gmail.com with the subject Moodle online lecture query. Thank you and have a nice teaching and learning.